select your player.
It's a lot slipperier.
3,
Whoa, it's kind of sticky.
1, go!
Whoa, it's blowing cold air in my face. Alright, ski balls. We're not here for the ski balls. We might have been for the go-kart track we were working with. Haven't heard from them in a minute, so don't know if we're working with them now or not. These look cool, but I've seen these things break at every arcade I've been to. So I don't know anything about these newer ones, but I see them broken a lot. Alright, and this is what we came all the way from Michigan for, the boxing games. There's a couple, I don't know if this is a Coney Island or not, but the other ones are. And hopefully we're able to get some bids on them. Hopefully. We came with some monies, so hopefully we win some. They're going to take up a lot of space in our trailer, but we got a lot of different things we're going to be looking for, so we'll see if they all work and go from there. We ended up having some mic issues, you know how it goes, but we ended up bidding on a couple different things. Those were some Pokemon balls that went for way too much money. We ended up bidding on some bill acceptors, footballs, a birdhouse, all kinds of just random crap here up front of the tables. It was a lot of fun through here. Sometimes things got out of hand when I was bidding on things. I definitely got my emotions involved. I was living it up, partying when I would win something for like $100. Alright, so we bought a bunch of junk we didn't need, including these. I don't even know what they go to. Some arcade game. But they're USB plugged in? USB and something else? I don't know. Maybe we can just turn them on for show at the house. It'd be kind of cool. We got one of these. We won one of them. I don't know which one we won though. Oh, maybe down here. Yeah, this is the one we won. I'm pretty sure. DBAs, some buttons. We're kind of low on buttons at the house, but we got a couple of DBAs out of the deal. So I think this. I don't know if we mentioned it already, but this is one of the games we were kind of wanting to bid on today. I don't know. It's got an error code for something. I don't know what the error code is, but if it goes for cheap enough, we might pick it up. So the audio cut out during our bidding, but yeah, it went for like $1,200 with an error code. Definitely not something we wanted for that much money. We did end up bidding on this road trip, got it for $550. It needed some work and a stacker. The stacker was, the red cubes were perfect, and I know you guys are thinking, Dean, you don't do stackers anymore, but trust me, it was just for the parts. That's why we bought it. Whether we resell the parts or keep them, it was totally worth it. This was another game we ended up picking up. The single prize time sold for like $4,200, and that made me nervous. I was like, oh my god, like this double's gonna sell for an assload of money, but we ended up getting it for $1,400. As soon as I brought it home, I was able to fix the lights pretty quickly. I needed a new joystick, or well, didn't really need one, but we changed it out anyway. It was kind of limp. There's 300,000 plays on them each. That is correct, not credits, but 300,000 plays. So they definitely are used, but I think they're going to be great for our events that we're going to be doing this summer. This is me trying to like get my fingers in there for the free play button to verify that it works, but it did end up working, and we brought it home, and it was a great buy. I was so eager to bid on boxing games. I didn't care how crappy they were. We wanted boxing games for our locations and events that we're doing. There was 3 Coney Island boxers. 2 were in good shape. 1 was a Punchline Games that we ended up buying for $350. I won the bid on that right there. There was another Coney Island that sold for $50 that we also picked up. Just for parts, pretty much. I just scrapped it for parts. And then this black Coney Island went for, right there in the back, I think that went for like $9 or $11 or $1,200, which it really wasn't worth that much. I think it was a little bit of the newer model, if I remember right. That's why it sold for a little bit more. And then the orange boxer we ended up getting for $800, and that just needed a solenoid, which a couple of guys were very upset that I was bidding so high on that because I think someone was hoping to get it cheap. But we drove all the way from Michigan, guys. We came here for boxes, so I was pretty much prepared to buy anything. But something I was telling my girlfriend is the difference between a Sega Keymaster and an off-brand is this big old line right through here. Original Sega Keymaster would be one entire wall of like door. There is a mini one that's in bad shape over yonder that we saw, so we're probably gonna take a look at that. I didn't think I'd be walking away with Keymasters today, but we ended up looking at a couple of Keymasters. Most of them sold between $800 and $1,400. Some were in really bad shape, some were in okay shape. The mini one sold for a bit more than I was wanting to pay, unfortunately. But I don't know. I really wasn't there for Keymasters to begin with. We wanted boxing games, cranes, and the road trip and stacker kind of just happened. I was hoping to mostly buy cranes, but most of the cranes I wanted went for too much. Also, if you haven't seen our preview video, definitely worth checking out. I pretty much just covered kind of what we saw the night before. This is a video of the night before. There was more inventory the day of bidding. This the air hockey tables mostly sold for a couple $100 a piece. Pretty typical auction prices on those. Alright, we filled up every square inch of this bad boy. Double cranes, stacker, road trip, and 3 boxing games up there, as well as some stuff in the truck. I am hot. Alright guys, we had too much weight on the ass end of this trailer, so I busted ass getting this thing out, which sounds easy, but it was playing Jenga getting it out.
There's 2 fat bottoms.
2 fat bottoms for the tail end of this trailer. We were fishtailing a little last night, so we're gonna put the stacker in the bed of the truck. Thank God I bought a full-size truck. And that should give us enough payload to hopefully keep the ass end of the tires down. It won't want a jackknife on the freeway. Alright guys, to wrap up the video, just some clips of us having fun at the Wax Museum and just hanging out. It was a lot of fun as always. Hit me up in the comments if you got any questions on some games that you might have saw. I might remember the prices offhand.